President Donald Trump says he is willing to sign a 2-week federal budget extension to allow Congress to honor the life of former President George H. W. Bush without the distraction of an impending partial government shutdown. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One on the way back from the G20 summit in Argentina, Trump said lawmakers asked him after Bush's death late Friday for a longer window of time to hammer out their differences. "If they come to me, which they already have, and they said, 'You know, Mr. President,'" Trump mused, before adding, "I would absolutely consider it and probably give it." Many federal agencies will run out of money on Friday at midnight unless Congress and the White House agree on a path forward. The 41st president is set to be honored with a state funeral, including plans to lie in state in the Capitol this week, a ceremony at the National Cathedral, and a national day of mourning Wednesday. Trump and Congress had both been bracing for the fallout from a shutdown. The president is seeking billions of dollars for his long-promised wall along the U.S. Mexico border. House Democrats are in no mood to be generous since they'll take over control of the chamber in January. In the Senate, where spending bills require the assent of 60 lawmakers in order to move forward, Democrats are in wait-and-see mode. Senate Democratic Minority Leader Chuck Schumer dared Trump on Thursday to throw a temper tantrum and shut down some departments and agencies over Christmas. Share this article. Share questions are swirling throughout Washington about a possible wall for DACA deal, where the president would agree to package $5 billion in wall funding with a plan to give legal status to more than 1 million people who were brought to the U.S. illegally as children. Trump last year formally invalidated an Obama-era program that spared that large group of non-citizens from deportation, but court rulings have tied his hands, and the temporary amnesty has continued. Republicans fear being blamed for a future shutdown, and they are feeling pressure to finalize a budget agreement before Christmas. The next Congress will likely convene at noon on January 3rd, at which point Democrats will have more negotiating power. But the president has said he's more than willing to let funding for his cabinet agencies expire, calling it a political winner for the GOP. "We need border security in this country, and if that means a shutdown, I would totally be willing to shut it down," he said Wednesday. "And I think it's a really bad issue for the Democrats." He has also said he's open to the idea of abandoning efforts to get Congress to establish a dedicated funding stream for wall construction and instead using the military to build it. Internal discussions inside the White House have focused on tasking the Army Corps of Engineers using an already burgeoning Pentagon budget. Some legal opinions hold that the president would have to go through Congress to reauthorize the funds. Others suggest the Defense Department could invoke national security exemptions and move ahead on its own.